Going on, guys? It is your boy TalTrex. I hope that you all are doing great. I'm doing great. Why? Because on the 15th of June I finally turned 20, and not only that, I have finally overcome my you can say aftermath of depression that I was suffering from, after some professional help by a psychiatrist in Pakistan. And I don't know if he's watching this right now or not, but thank you so much for helping me. It means a lot to me. And so, story time. First of all, guys, a bit of promotion of one of my good friends, Nasar. He has opened a YouTube channel. He makes amazing story time videos, and he is the major inspiration for me to talk about, well, the title, My Paranormal Experience. He has three videos up. All of them are super, superbly made. They're funny and all. So, yeah, guys, his channel link will be in the description. So you better go and subscribe, okay? And watch his videos, because honestly, he's not paying me or anything. I'm just, he used to be my junior when I was back in Dubai. So, gotta help your juniors. That's my life rule. So yep, anyways, without further ado, let's get, by the way, guys, just in case if you guys are wondering why this part of the room is not being shown and this one is, well, the main reason is that the lighting was so bad. If I place my camera right here, and yeah, so like it just showed, like it showed everything over here but none of this. So you guys don't want that. You guys want to see this as well. So sorry, guys, my voice is a bit nasally nowadays. I don't know why. Like randomly, I'm getting like running nose. It used to happen to me in Dubai, but I don't know. I think maybe it's the dust over here. So yeah, let's just get on to this video. I don't know where am I going with all of this. uh, just some knowledge before I get into this topic, and before you say, oh, it's all fake, it's just your imagination playing tricks on you. No, actually, my apartment is right next to a huge graveyard, and nearly every, like, after 2 days or 3 days, one person is being buried, buried in this graveyard, and it is terrifying. Honestly, it is terrifying. Yesterday, I was just watching some WWE videos, and I just peeked out the window, and there were a bunch of people. And when I looked, I bent for a better look. Yep, someone was being buried. Um, so yeah, there's like more than 200 graves, right? Like, I have a very beautiful view. Every time I open the window, I can see that and become depressed. Leaving all that aside, so my paranormal experience. Well, I've had two so far, and both of them are quite convincing, no joke. And the third one is a ish, like it's a paranormal-ish one. So we'll get into that as well. So what happened was that when I first, got the apartment, it wasn't in good condition. It was in horrible condition. I spent nearly 6 to 7 hours cleaning it. Like, I had to mop the floor. There was a cupboard over here that was full of dust. I literally used cloth, and I wrapped the cloth around my finger, and I went inside the crevices as well. So like it was super hard, but I did it. So obviously, after a long hard day of working, one falls asleep really well. Now, I distinctly remember it wasn't that night, it was the night after that night. So the next day I just woke up, just feeling good, had some breakfast, I made some bologna sandwiches, or maybe some you say might say grilled sandwiches. I don't know, it was just a sandwich that I loved. And like, I went on with my day, having fun. And then that night, when I fell asleep, I woke up at nearly, it was midnight when I woke up. And when I did, I felt a sensation of someone like holding my hand, not with one hand, but with two hands. So imagine one over here, one over here. So like they were both of my hands were held down, and I was like in the supine position. For those of you who don't know what supine is basically the medical term of laying flat, not like this, but like flat, like. So I was just laying, laying, in my bed, in that supine position, and I felt hands holding me, or and I felt the same thing on my feet, like tugging me. Like I felt that someone was holding me down from my ankle, like not ankle, um near my ankle region on my leg. And so the same goes with my arm. And I felt some heavy weight like on my chest. Like I felt my chest pressing down on me. I was like, this is not normal. This is not normal. And some people might say, oh, it was just a sleep paralysis, but then I don't get one point. Obviously, me, I'm not the most religious guy out there, but I am, religious. So, what I did was that I read Auzu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. This is, in English it means I take refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the outcast. So, as soon as I read that, I instantly fell asleep. Now, in the morning when I woke up, I mean, okay, well, okay, here's the thing. Here's the funny part. While I was feeling this sensation, my initial reaction was not panic. I wasn't panicked. Rather, I was kind of annoyed. I was like, man, come on. Now I know it's something weird, but I looked up this thing, and many people who have suffered, when it's their first time, encountering these entities, they actually are more annoyed than scared. I don't know why. I guess it's just human psychology. So like I was just laying there and I felt this. So I was annoyed. I was like, I was a billahi minash shaitanir regime, and then I instantly fell asleep. In the morning when I woke up, obviously I was like, okay, what the heck was that? That was not okay. And yeah, so that was my first ever encounter with the paranormal. This is my first one. And guys, may I remind you, I live here alone. I live here alone, okay? And there's no one like, and also the people, my front door is locked, so there could have been no one, holding me down. So yeah, and I don't know what it was. It was just super weird. All right, moving on to the second paranormal, experience that I had. This one was actually quite distinct because I was awake. Now, but I was partially asleep. Here's the thing. So, I don't know when this happened. I was just laying in my bed, watching some YouTube videos, and then my thing is that I watch YouTube videos and then I just drift off to sleep. So I think I was like watching a video, and then slowly, like when my eyes were closing, I heard this sound. Like knocking sounds. Not over here. Where I'm sleeping, there's a big window right next to it, and I heard it exactly on my side of the window. And I was like, again, like this happened again. That my initial reaction was annoying. And guess what I did? I literally rolled over to the other side, placed my mobile near my bed, near my pillow, and then just fell asleep. I bet even the demons or whatever is trying to haunt me is like, are we a joke to you or something? Like, because I don't know, like, I think what many people say, especially what religious people say, is that Talha, you have a strong iman, you have a strong faith that they cannot harm you physically. That's why they taunt you. This is the way that the paranormal taunts you or tries to weaken your faith. But Talha, I think me being a future doctor, I think the one thing that's taught to us at a very early stage in academics is that you need to stay calm in every situation. Even if the blood is pouring out like crazy, you need to stay calm. Because if you panic, then that's game over. And you have to save that patient in the first hour, which is known as the golden hour. So, like, once again, I rolled over, I slept, I was like, what is this, man? Come on, leave it. So, like, many people say it's my strong iman and all, but I'm really not sure. I was just flat out annoyed. I was like, man, just leave me alone, man. Khalas. Like, there are many flats over here. Go haunt any one of them. So, yeah. And the third encounter was actually on my bike. Yes. First of all, wait, guys, all this talking is making me really thirsty. I don't know why. So, how was the jump scare? I hope you liked it.
तू सब तो वड्डा जलील है कायनात है।
Alright, so, where was I? Yeah, when I was on my bike. So basically, I have a family living in I-10, which is in Islamabad, and I was going back home late. Like, it was like, what, 10:30, maybe 11 p.m. And it was dark. It was dark. Here's the thing in Pakistan, like, lights normally don't work. Street lights, they don't work. You only have your bike light, the headlight of your bike. So I was just, going, and then suddenly I realized that I am riding next to one of the biggest graveyards in Islamabad. This graveyard is nearly 1 kilometer long. It is nearly 1 kilometer long. Like, it's a proper road that you travel through, and throughout the duration of that, you can say graveyard. There, the road there is a graveyard, and that really freaked me out. That honestly freaked me out. But I was like, it's all good, you know, my iman is intact and all. And then suddenly, while I was driving my bike, it was dark. Suddenly, I see like this rolled up, like, when you're cannonballing into the water, into the pool, like, you do cannonball, and then you like put your arms around your you can say your knees, and then you cannonball. And I faintly saw, like, I think it was a woman in black or something, or was it like a guy in black? Like, he was just in that position on the roadside, and he wasn't facing towards me. He was facing away, like towards the graveyard. And that was one thing that I saw on my bike, and my instant reaction was, well, nope, I'm out. Like, the road going straight, but I went like this. Like, he's over here, here's this road, and obviously it's a bit wide road. So I was like traveling on my side, like, the ongoing, like the going side. What I did was that I switched lanes, and I was on the wrong way, like I was on the incorrect lane, and I just booked it. I pressed my clutch. It was on the fourth gear. I put it on the second gear, and I left the clutch and fully accelerated the bike, and zoom I went. Like, holy shoot me now, yahi. It was horrible, because not only was it scary, but I knew I wasn't in any paralysis mode. Like, the first two ones, you can kind of say, okay, that was a sleep paralysis that I was suffering from. But here's the thing, this one was when I was on my bike. I don't sleep on my bike. So clearly I was awake, and clearly I saw something. And the weird part was that even the head seemed to be missing. Guys, I'm not exaggerating this, but I think maybe the head was like lowered or like something like that, but I did not see the head. Now, you guys may say, okay, maybe that was a rock, but since when did rocks start having arms, legs, no head, and wear clothes? Explain that to me, please. Okay. Now, I'm not sure, maybe it might have just been a homeless guy or something, but I distinctly remember him facing the graveyard, or it facing the graveyard, and just there like, he was still and all. Even if that was a homeless guy and he was trying to sleep, at least like he would have laid down, but he wasn't laying down. So yeah. In Dubai, I had like what minor ones, like, oh, the exhaust fan switching on and all. But mostly in Dubai, it's like, oh, it's just like a problem with the electricity and all. Like, sometimes spark happens, something happens, things may turn on and turn off. So that wasn't really a paranormal stuff. Although my cousins did see a full-bodied apparition in her home. So yeah, that's that. I'm not gonna be discussing that because I wasn't the one to experience it. She was. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. That's it for the video. Wow. I'm making really big errors, and I'm not gonna edit this video in any way, shape, or form. Well, I am, because I just entered that jump scare, which, let's face it, got you.
तू सब तो वड्डा जलील है कायनात है।
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, you know how to show love, you know how to subscribe, you know how to like, you know how to share, you know how to do all this stuff. It's free. Yes, breaking news for you. Doing all of these three is completely free, so why not do it? By the way, once again, Nasar brother, I wish you the very best on your journey on YouTube, and he has been the inspiration for me to talk about this topic. Story times are actually quite famous nowadays. Like, people love knowing about story times. So this was a story time. So if you guys want to see more story times from your boy, do let me know. Guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys liked it, please do let me know. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace.